Hello, besties. Welcome back to I almost said display trivia. We're not quite there yet, but that is 15 minutes from now. Clearly, I'm excited. I love hosting trivia. I love hosting this. I love hanging out with my people. This is so great. We've got everyone hanging. We got Unzi for the first time. I know you said I said it right, but I keep changing the way that I'm pronouncing it in order to at some point say it right. So I'm happy you're here for the first time. Very cool. Lexi 28 is here, and Lexi is a posting. We love a Lexi who posts. This is so exciting, Lexi. I can't wait for you to make some money on display. I love helping people make money. Oh, Jenny, you make me feel so good too. Seriously, the positivity, this is what I'm talking about. I go to other social media apps and it isn't always that way. I don't want to say it's not, but it isn't always that way. Like, this is a community of people who lift each other up, who really go out of their way to come in, get to know each other, and support each other and help each other make money. Like, people come in here for the money, but they leave with the friendships. That should be our new tagline. Did you hear that? New tagline. I'm kidding. There's no one over there. He's over there. Did you hear that? New tagline.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's bad. Well, that's not the supportive message.
Langley's playing from Disneyland.
What? Langley? You're here in Disneyland? Hold on. Oh my gosh, how cool. I'm so jealous. What's up, Bori68? You Castillo, good to see you. Everybody's here. Zeke is back. What's going on, Zeke? So good to see you. Yeah, Chaz speaks. Chaz speaks to me, usually just through mouthing, but tonight or during commercial, but tonight he's being vocal. One day we'll just bring Chaz on here and Chaz will host the entire show. Okay, but for now, let's get into the trivia component, right? We're gonna play trivia in 15 minutes, but we got a practice round for you. We got an answer for you, but first you gotta give me what you think the answer is. So we're gonna throw up question 8 to tonight's game, and I wanna see how you do. This one's hard. I think this one's hard. So no cheating, this one's for fun, right? Because again, doesn't matter if you get it right, doesn't matter if you get it wrong. This one's just to see if you know it, test your own skills, and then I give you the answer, and you're that much closer to actually answering it. You're answering 10 questions correctly in order to win the $500 prize. That would be a great way to end a Friday, right? Getting that $500 prize. Okay, yes, Chit Langley's like, bring Chaz as your co-host. Don't worry, one day we're making it happen. Natural Browning, you're still working on Jamaica recipe content. I cannot wait to see it. Please make sure you tag me when it's up. At Sarah Pribis or at Display TV. I definitely want to see that content. I'm excited. Okay, and boop your nose. I'm 100% going to your page after this show is over, after we're finished trivia, and I'm going to go find that cat cartoon. I'm super, super excited. You know me, I love my cats, and I love my trivia. So let's get to question 8. Let's see how you all do with question 8 tonight. Are you going to get it right? You guys always get it right. I think there's been like one time where you haven't. Okay. Which of the following is not a human salivary gland? Parotid, sublingual, supraclavicular. Ooh, you're impressed that I knew how to pronounce those, right? I'm impressed. Somebody's probably like, she's not saying those right. Okay, which of the following is not a human salivary gland? Parotid, sublingual, supraclavicular. I was gonna give you an anecdote, but you guys are all focused probably on tapping that answer. So parotid makes me think of the fact that my local hardware store has an African gray parrot, which is super cool. So every time I go, the one noise that this parrot this parrot can make a lot of noises and can speak, but the one noise that this parrot makes is it makes the ding sound on an iPhone, when you click to record a video, that noise, because everybody's always taking videos of the parrots. Anyway, that's my parrot story. But the answer here is not parotid. And it doesn't matter if I tricked you or not, because again, this is not for the money. The answer is supraclavicular, which kind of sounds like a superhero. But yeah, the other two are human salivary glands. Parotid and sublingual are human salivary glands. The other one is not. And I'll go a little bit more into detail on that when we do tonight's trivia game. But for now, you'll have to tune in to find out. Now you got one more answer. Now you only have to answer 9 questions correctly in order to take home a piece of that $500 prize. Yeah, Jenny girl, that was a tough one. I told you, I don't know human salivary glands. They do a lot of stuff for me, but I don't really know anything about them. right? Would that be a fair assessment of how you feel about your salivary glands? Anyway, guys, anyone just tuning in, we are about to get to trivia. We got about 13 minutes to go. We're giving away $500, but we're also giving away tips and tricks for how to make money in the Display app. And we're just hanging. This is the best community ever. We're just hanging on a Friday. Awesome. And I'm about to introduce you to two new people you're probably going to want to hit that follow button on, or at least go support after this show. Someone from the Philippines and someone from India. They're representing in tonight's Follow Friday. So we'll be right back with that. Hello everyone and welcome to Display Trivia. Now it's Friday and we all know what that means. In the words of the patron saint of Friday, Rebecca Black, you gotta get down on Friday. And Fridays in December? No, that just hits different. It's the end of the week and the end of the year. Is it just me or does it feel like it's time to check out? I know you've probably heard of Summer Fridays, a half day of work on Fridays to optimize the good weather and sunshine, but Winter Fridays? If that's not a thing already, it needs to be. If the sun is clocking out by 4:30, then so am I. No overtime, no work from home. Those unread emails can wait till Monday. Catch me curled up on the couch, cozy socks on, mug in hand, and we are totally getting lit. Of course, by we, I mean me and my pine-scented candles. But enough about my wild plans. Let's get down to brass tacks. In tonight's game, you'll have 10 seconds to answer 10 questions each. When the next question appears, choose carefully, because once you tap, there is no going back. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and you're holding your phone vertically. Your winnings will appear in your display bank account if you're actively posting in the app. Were you actively listening? I hope so, because that's going to be the most work you do today. Now let's activate some trivia, because after we beast mode, we move into cozy mode. You ready, Display Bees? It's time for Display Trivia. Question 1. Which of the following grows in an orchard? Apple, halibut, licorice. Which of the following grows in an orchard? Apple, halibut, licorice. One of these things grows in an orchard, but you know what grows in a kindergarten? Young minds. Okay, well, how about this? You know what grows in an ant farm? Your mom's and dad's sisters, also your cousin's moms. What grows in a love nest? Well, what's the rating on this show? I'll keep it PG, and I'm going to let you figure that one out yourselves. But I'm pretty sure all the things on this list, of all of them, right? The only one that grows in an orchard, aka a plot of land with fruit trees, is an apple, which, so I'm told, doesn't fall too far from the tree. Question 2. Of the following, which is the longest measurement? Yard, inch, mile. Of the following, which is the longest measurement? Yard, inch, mile. Hey, look, measurements, it is not a contest. We love you all equally, but some of you are longer than others. It's just the way it is. We tried to even things out by making all of your names the same amount of letters. Yard, inch, mile, doesn't matter. You all get 4 letters to announce yourselves. How much space you want to take up is up to you. These are the SI units of measure, which means they're inherently random and quirky, as signified by their bangs and the fact that they play the ukulele. SI measurements are like the Zoe Deschanel's of units. In order from least to greatest, we have inches. There are 12 inches in a foot and 3 feet in a yard. How many yards in a mile? The short answer is a lot. Question 3. Which of the following acronyms are you most likely to see in the context of air travel? ETA, BYOB, TTYL. Which of the following acronyms are you most likely to see in the context of air travel? ETA, BYOB, TTYL. LOL, ILY, just for the plane. Personally, I love being on an airplane as an excuse for not having to text or call anyone back for a couple hours. That time up in the air is for me and only me. The alone time when I can be alone with my thoughts, 250 strangers, a few crying children, and a teeny tiny little itty bitty bag of pretzels. A half a can of a soft drink is included, but anything other than that, it's gonna cost you. Also, a single ply blanket the thickness of a Kleenex tissue. Yeah, that'll be $17.99 plus tax, and we can charge the card on file. Basically, you're getting ripped off. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But look, you can BYOB and TTYL all you want, but the only acronym that's going to serve you here is ETA, estimated time of arrival. Coming in for a landing on the next one, Q4. Members of which of the following religions are required to take a pilgrimage known as a Hajj? Christianity, Islam, Judaism. Members of which of the following religions are required to take a pilgrimage known as a Hajj? Christianity, Islam, Judaism. A religion that requires you to travel? Sign me up. Like, what kind of travel are we talking? Is this like a 4-day, 3-night stay in an all-inclusive resort? Are we thinking like more road trip vibes? It's all good with me, as long as someone packed the car snacks and hooked up a bomb playlist. You know what? Let's call it all off and just do a staycation. I could really use the rest. As fun as all of this sounds, the followers of the Prophet Muhammad take their once-in-a-lifetime pilgrimage to Mecca very seriously. Members of Islam are highly encouraged to make it to this holy site at least once in their lifetime. Question 5. Supermodel Iman was married to a musician with which of the following hits? Sir Duke, Changes, Sussudio. Supermodel Iman was married to a musician with which of the following hits? Sir Duke, Changes, Sussudio. Yep, Iman was married to a music legend behind one of these hits. What a power couple. Can you imagine being in a power couple? One partner works for the gas company, the other works for the electric plant. Maybe your kids go off to work in solar. Now that is a power couple if I've ever seen one. Power couple like that, they need time off the grid to recharge, if you know what I mean. Power couple like that needs to burn off some steam. A power couple like that? Well, can't you just feel the electricity? This power couple, of course, is Iman and Ziggy Stardust himself, David Bowie. With many hits in his time, one of them, Changes. Stevie Wonder and Phil Collins also wrote some powerful melodies like Sir Duke and Sussudio. Question 6. The main ingredient in chana masala is also the main ingredient in what other dish? Hummus, tabbouleh, baklava. The main ingredient in chana masala is also the main ingredient in what other dish? Hummus, tabbouleh, baklava. I gotta be honest, I'm overcooking for the year. Thanksgiving came and went, and now my family is gearing up for Christmas, which means even more cooking. Why do we do this to ourselves? It is the most stressful time of the year between having to go shopping, seeing family, decorating. Like, why do we make it even harder on ourselves by adding cooking into the mix? Here's an idea for a new tradition. Why don't we all agree to get takeout this year? Family gather around the table with some delicious Chinese takeout, or hey, maybe we splurge for a little Outback curbside takeaway? I mean, there are no rules. But if you are in the mood for some Indian food, consider ordering some chana masala, whose main ingredient is chickpeas, much like hummus. Question 7. The Janka scale might be used by a person of which profession? A dentist, a carpenter, a farmer. The Janka scale might be used by a person of which profession? A dentist, a carpenter, a farmer. The Janka scale. Ooh, that's fun to say. But I have to be honest, the last thing I want to think about during this time of the year is a scale, especially after that Outback curbside takeaway that we just spoke about. Look, you can't go to Outback without getting the bloomin' onion, or eating at least a third of that warm bread they bring to the table. Wait, can I add a lobster tail to my filet mignon? Oh, what the heck, I'm not driving. Look, this isn't sponsored by Outback, but Outback, if you're listening, I'm happy to say some nice words in exchange for gift cards, or you know what, better yet, let's skip the middleman, and you can just ship me the bread. No, wait, the bloomin' onion. No, ooh, the Aussie cheese fries. Gosh, this is hard. You know what else is hard? The Janka scale, which measures the hardness of wood, a tool used by our carpenter friends. Question 8. Which of the following is not a human salivary gland? Parotid, sublingual, supraclavicular. Which of the following is not a human salivary gland? Parotid, sublingual, supraclavicular. Woo, salivary glands are actually the first body part to start breaking down your food. Breaking down as in digestion. There's other types of breakdowns too, though, but I won't get into those here. They either involve really sick dance moves or losing your mental capacities, both of which I have been known to do a lot at weddings. Yes, it is a stressful day. My baby brother's getting married before me. I know I shouldn't be upset, but I am freaking out. All right, before I collapse from going too hard at the Cupid shuffle, the supraclavicular glands are the only ones here belonging to the lymph nodes. The parotid and sublingual are on deck to help whet your appetite. Speaking of which, let's keep chasing that money. Q9. The leader originally named Temujin accomplished which of the following? He created the first written code of laws. He established the largest contiguous empire in history. He constructed the first city on a grid. The leader originally named Temujin accomplished which of the following? He created the first written code of laws. He established the largest contiguous empire in history. He constructed the first city on a grid. I feel bad for this person's children because, I mean, wow. They had massive shoes to fill. Like, remember that old lady who lived in the shoe? I'm thinking like probably about that big. It's also estimated that this person had so many children that he currently has 16 million living descendants. That's not a family tree, that is an entire forest. You think your holidays are rough? Imagine being a member of this dynasty. I'm of course talking about Genghis Khan, born Temujin in modern-day Mongolia. He established the largest contiguous empire in human history, stretching from China to Poland and Egypt. You could get it, and he's still Khan. It's time for the final question. Question 10. The country formerly known as Rhodesia borders all of the following countries except Mozambique, Zambia, Tanzania. The country formerly known as Rhodesia borders all of the following countries except Mozambique, Zambia, Tanzania. Countries changing their names? That is very teenage rebellion. When I was going through my troublesome teenage years, I changed my name to Ladybird and made everyone, including my mother, call me that. We got in such a big fight about it, I fell out of a moving car. And don't you say, oh, Sarah, you're confusing your life with the movies again. Don't say it. Because if that were true, then how could I have teamed up with a scarecrow, a tin man, and an anthropomorphic lion and skipped down a yellow brick road to go meet a wizard? I rest my case. Rhodesia is the former name of Zimbabwe, a southern African nation that borders Zambia, Mozambique, Botswana, and South Africa. Speaking of South Africa, very good job naming that one. It says exactly what it does, what it is, just rolls off the tongue. South Africa. South Africa. Ha! Well, Displays, another game in another week in the books. Bravo! You came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and if you knew enough about national dishes, celebrity couples, world history, and geography, I mean, then you got paid. Take the weekend, relax, rest up. We got a full brand new week of trivia coming your way, okay? I'll see you on Monday at 7:30 for our pre-show. You will get the answer to a trivia question. You will. Do we know this by now? Do we actually stay and hang out for this little outro part? You know, if you come early, I give away the answer to question 8 every night of the week, right? Get that much closer to your $500 just by tuning in a little bit early. So come join me, 7:30 Monday. Then we got trivia at 8, $500. I'll see you then. Bye.